Everybody up. Gotta get up and get going. It's the best part of the day now with my friends and my fruit roll-ups. You remember that commercial? You remember that commercial? Come on. It was on cartoons, man. They showed it every Saturday morning through cartoons, so I remember it as a kid. Hi, welcome. I'm Ron. Ageless Balance. Ageless Balance is my game. Let's go. We're going to start walking. Let's start with a posture check, just like when we sit down. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. Little bend in the knees. Posture. You want to make sure that all the joints are stacked. So you want to take the shoulder blades, bring them back, squeeze it together. That's not natural. Just let them drop right down underneath the ears, that is. So this forward hunch, not natural. This is right here. This is where the body should always be for alignment. Everything straight out in front of you, like that kind of thing. And let's go into a march from here. And little shoulder rolls as we keep the feet going. Coming off the heel first, then the ball of the foot. Lifting, not very high, just a little bit. We're keeping that posture, making sure the shoulders stay back, ears stay over them. Everything's lined up. You got those feet coming up, working the ankles, lifting the leg up off the floor, the foot up off the floor, getting used to that so you don't trip if you're dragging your feet, or else you have these hip flexors get weak and it doesn't pick the leg up very high. And we're good on that. All right, right here, little bend in the knees. Left arm up, right arm down, roll the shoulder blades back, open up, stretch it out, get that hand up and down. Push up, push down as far as you can, and switch it off. Other side, same thing. One arm up, right arm up, left arm down, and take the shoulders and roll them. You can feel the muscles working on the bottom half of the shoulder blade. On that arm that's going down, you can feel the muscles in the top of the shoulder lifting on that one. And let's go back to the other side again. We're going to throw a side bend into this. This is where posture is super important. As you go up and over, you want to make sure that spine is straight so that all you're doing is bending to one side, stretching out those vertebrae, getting a good stretch through the rib cage. Shoulder, exhale, bring that arm down. Same on the other side, same as it ever was. You still got that little bend in the knee. Arm is right next to the ear as you come up over the top, looking right straight out in front of you. Super important. Anytime you do a side bend, that you have that posture set, neutral position. Spine does one thing. We're bending it to the side. And arm back down again. Leg around like that. Foot back, arms forward. Make sure on this one, hips stay forward. You're working the muscles around that hip joint. Shoulder blades back, so you're also working chest as you bring those elbows back as far as they'll go. Working the upper back when you bring the arms forward as far as they will go. Back and around. Hips stay forward so you get that universal movement through that hip joint. Not turning the hips, nothing moves there. You want to get that leg around and back. Around and back. Couple more. Whew. All right. Down. Little bit of a knee bend here, but back and roll up. That wasn't too bad. Let's try that again. Down. And as you come up, arm sweeps. Roll the hips, bring it up. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Just take your time with this, nice and easy. Don't go crazy here. You're just going to get all dizzy if you do. Take your time. Up. Fill the lungs. Push the stomach out a little bit. Hold at the top. Exhale, nice and slow, through the mouth. And come back down again. One more time. Coming up to the top, right there. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. And bring the arm down. Foot out. Tap the toe, take your time. Oh, that was fun. Out, tap your toe, take your time. Out, alliteration. Bring it out, tap the toe, and out. We're going to take, without turning the hips, as you step out, bring that arm across. So we're not rotating on this one, just bring that arm up and over and bring it back down. You're going to feel a stretch through the shoulder, up the side, down the back of the ribs, and back. Other side out. Is there a back to the ribs? out, baby back ribs, there have to be, up and back, up. Now rotate, ball of the foot, get the foot out to the side, on the ball of the foot, turn the shoulders, coming around so you get lots of rotation through the middle of the back, looking for that thoracic spine around. Don't turn the hips. Don't let the hips go with you. It's arm across, rolling the shoulders, bring it back. We do not rotate anywhere near as well as we should, which causes that upper back to get locked up, to cause all sorts of pain. Come right across the front. Same thing. Turn it. And around. Get those shoulders to rotate. Hips don't move. Hips don't move on this one. And out. Feel that stretch as you take that back shoulder. And it leads. It pulls that other one across. So we have this tendency to just go across like that. That's not what we want. Back and back. All right. Shake that out. Enough of that. What are we doing next? Lateral step touch with rows out to the side. Nice and wide. A little bit of a squat. Elbows out. Roll the shoulder blades back. Squeeze it all together, and then back to the center. Hands out front. Other side up and out. Into pushing the butt out, getting into a hip hinge here. Rolling the shoulder blades back and forward. Foot up, out to the side, on the ball of the foot. As the heel comes down, so do you. Nice smooth motion. Upper and lower body all working together. Synchronized. Synchronicity? Synchro something. Back. They're all moving at the same time. And up. Last one. Out. Shoulder blades back. And bring it back in. One leg up. Hold on to your chair. Hold on to your chairs here. Grab on either the back of the thigh to bring it up or the shin, whatever you can get a hold of. And drop it back down. Again, up. Same leg. Shoulder blades back. So work on this. Getting the shoulder blades back and chest out as you pull that leg up. Feeling the stretch down that back chain. One more time. Pick it up. Grab on, roll the shoulder blades back, get up as high as you can. If you can grab onto the shin, perfect. If you can't, perfect. Bring it up and back down. Other side. So how high you get that knee is up to you. So I kind of hate that when I watch other people and they're doing like yoga is my big one. They're doing all sorts of crazy stretches that I can't do, and I always feel so bad. Don't have to. All you got to do is pick that leg up, bring it up as high as you can, grab onto the back of the leg, of the thigh, roll those shoulder blades back. Here's the important piece. You're warming up those hip flexors. You're taking these muscles in the back of the leg. You're stretching them out. You're getting everything accomplished that you need to at your pace, at your level. Up and back down. All right, we're going to hands across kind of thing. So that shoulder rotation we did, we're going to do it again. Tap the knee and back down. Take your time. Single leg stands, but single leg stands are really good for you. They really are. But you throw momentum on top of it, that turning, that rotation at the same time that you're bringing that leg up, it's a lot harder. This is a really good exercise to get you into that balance. If you're uncomfortable with it, get your back up against the wall. So if you do start to wobble, you can fall back against the wall. And around, rolling the shoulders. Bringing that hip right straight up, or that leg right straight up, and then rolling the shoulders around. Keep the hips pointed forward, knees, toes, back, and back. A couple more. Two more, one more. And there you go. We're going to go into a hip hinge. So feet apart. However wide is good for you, that's what you do. Hands on the thighs. What you want to do is keep the shoulder blades back, chest is out as you push the butt back. It's a hip hinge. You go down only through bending the knees. Nothing else happens. You're hinging at the knee, butt goes back, and then keeping the knees right there, back up again. So a great way to do this is backs of the legs against the chair, and then butt back, keeping that chair against the back of the legs. Come back up again. So what this does is prevents it cues you from going knees forward and pulling that leg away from the chair. You want the back of that thigh or calf muscle calves back and then keeping them right there, that forces you to use the hips, the glutes, and the hamstrings to push that butt forward. That's a really good cue to get what you're trying to accomplish. One more time. Down, butt back, and up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that hip hinge one more time. Down, not very far, just go down a little bit. I want you to bring the arm up and around, working the muscles in the shoulder blade, middle of the back. So don't turn the torso. We're not rolling with this. Keep everything straight, feet flat on the floor. Bringing that arm up, squeeze that shoulder blade, and bring it down. Other side, same thing. Bring it up, roll back. Really concentrate on that. Make sure that nothing is moving but that shoulder. No other part of the torso is moving. Every muscle's tight, holding it in place. All right. So here we go to the next piece of this. Get back in that hinge position. And now roll the shoulders with it above the hips, so the knees, toes stay right where they are. Nothing moves, just the torso around the side and back to the middle. Keep the shoulder blades back. You want to stay in neutral when you do this. If you lean forward and bend and twist at the same time, you're going to hurt the back. So keep that back straight, neutral position. Bring the torso around. Pointing out, you should feel this all the way through the back chain, through the glutes, lower back, shoulders, and then come back up. Again. Arms out. We're going to reach to one side, rotating the hand as we do so it goes out, rolls, and back in. Feel the shoulder. The shoulder moves out and back in again. So palms back and palms up. As you roll palms up, you'll feel the shoulder blades squeeze together, chest open up. And then opposite, we roll those hands, external rotation, down and back as far as they'll go. However far that is, doesn't matter. Up and back. Rotate the arm within the socket. Again, it's a universal joint. We've got to get it moving in all directions. And bring it down. That's what's going to keep that flexibility. That's what's going to keep the lotion in there so you can move it. The juices flowing through the shoulder, through the sockets. All right, arms down, roll up overhead, over the top, into a side bend, keeping right straight up, back up on top, and down in that squat. Other side, up, arms over the top, side bend, keep a straight line through the spine, looking right out in front of you, coming back in, and down. This time, clock squat, bringing the hands up. So put the hands together, bring them up overhead. They hit the top as the knees get almost extended all the way out, and then back down again. So upper and lower body are moving together. Up, hands at 12 o'clock. When the knees stop, and back down again as you come down. Stay in that squat. We're going to do a rotation. As you come up, roll the shoulders. Just the shoulders. Make sure you're keeping that back in neutral position. Down, up. Hips stay forward. Everything's pointed right out in front of you except the shoulders. One more time. Down and up with that rotation. Lots of range of motion in this one. Down and up. Roll it back and come to center. Arms out to the side. Same thing. Push the butt out. As you come up, this time we're going to rotate through the torso. So the arms are going to come around, shoulders first. Torso is going to follow, but not the hips. All movement happens above the hips. Back down, butt back. Up and around. Arms back. And bring it back up again. And back down. Shake that out. 2 more. Arm raises. We're going to go forward with it. So bring the arms up. Right there, like your Frankenstein's monster. Like that. That's the sound he makes, except a lot louder. Okay, so from here, I'm going to stop that. Shoulder blades back. Wide row, creating that W on Wisconsin and all. And from here, elbows back out to the side. Roll the palms up. Hands up. You're going to create that cactus, as they say in the yoga world. And from here, we're going to do a wall slide. If we were backed up against a wall, bringing the arms up, shoulder blades are back, reaching as high up overhead as we can. Again, what's right for you is what's right for you. You may not be able to get the shoulders all the way back. You may not be able to get them all the way up. Doesn't matter. Right here, we're going to go back, down at this point, palms flat, roll the shoulder blades back into that W again. Arms out front and down. Shake that out. We have one left. Stepping out at a diagonal and bring it back in. Other side, same thing. Out and back in. So up, turning the foot within the socket and bring it back in. Range of motion here. Out and in. Take that foot. We're going to do that rotation out to the side. Down. Let's try this again. Feet side by side. Out at a diagonal. Into a squat. Push up. And bring that other foot around to that diagonal. Then pick that foot up. That left. Let's go with left foot. Back. And then right foot comes up to the middle. Let's try that again. Left leg up. Out to the left. Take that right leg. Lift. And bring it around so that you're pointing at that diagonal direction. Both feet are parallel. Down in a squat, come up. Bring that one foot back. And then up and around. I like this exercise a lot. There is so much rotation, so much movement. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And you may want to use the chair for this. Or take really small steps. You can come up and out. Pick that other foot around. And now you're pointed in that diagonal direction. Starting with that left leg up and back, up and in. So it's out, pointing out, diagonal, back to the middle, to the other side, out, whoops, inside leg out, outside leg out, outside leg back, and back again. Okay, that was just for fun. Grab a drink of water. I'm working on that one. I just found that that progression, that system this weekend. And I'm still working on getting it all right. But I like the number of different movements that are involved in it. You don't need weights. Stay where you are. Don't go away. I'm going to start out with a nice, easy walk. So I want you to think about all the exercises we do, especially the walking. Think about it's a single leg stand for a couple seconds and back down. Maybe 3 or 4 and down, up and back down. Hover over the chair if you need to. It's a great place. Have the chair right next to you, the back toward you. Up, have your hand hovering over the back of the chair, not touching it unless you need to, but it's right there for you at any time. And back down. Another thing people do, put their arms out to the side as they do this. Up. If anybody saw The Karate Kid, it would be like that. Up. And back down. Up. And back down. So we're going to take opposite arm, opposite leg. Up in front. Hold it. And back down. Every one of these is going to be a hold. You don't have to bring the foot way up off the floor. So what you can do, toe just above the floor. Tap it whenever you need it for balance. And then come back down. It's supposed to be opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's try that again. Up. Tapping that toe as much as you need to, but try to get it up off the ground too. So you're doing a little of both. Other side up. Hold. I like this one. Tap the toe, bring it up. Working those shin muscles to lift the toe up. Other side, balance. Up. And back down again. Up. And back down. Bringing up the heels, we are. Like that. Going into a march with just the heels coming up, or a run. Look at me, I'm running. Like that. Look at me run, look at me run. Up and up. So you go at your pace here. Just get used to that. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Upper body, lower body working together. That hand is in alignment with that knee through the whole thing. Out and out out, out, heels up, and we're good. Wide set. Get your feet apart a little bit, a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to do the same thing. Up. I'm going to get kind of a side-to-side movement, but arm, opposite knee, moving together. Shoulder blades are back. Stay upright. Lift. Working those calf muscles to lift up. Pushing ourselves off to the side, giving us momentum. That we have to stop, hold over that stationary leg. You want to stop here. What the usual feeling would be is that pushing off, you get nervous, you push yourself too far, you go over to the side. What we're doing is up and over and up, up. And if you want, you can bring that foot up off the floor. Again, chair's right next to you. Use it. Up and up. I'm barely pulling that toe up off the floor. I just don't feel it there anymore. 2 counts and back down. Here's what's working. The momentum side to side. We're hardwiring into the brain when to stop. We're tightening up the muscles, strengthening them so that we stop right over that stationary leg, our stability leg. Up. It's our base of support. It's all we got. And over, over, and back. All right. So either around the chair or you can do a circle, however you want to do it. We're going to do that walk with that single leg on every step. So picking a foot up, holding it, I would say 3 seconds if you can. Up, back foot, 1, 2, 3, and forward. Rotation. You're going to start making a corner as we do this. So the foot comes up, rolls around, follows the chair, back foot up, bring the leg around, 3 seconds between each one, and bring it around. I got the chair right here for me if I need it. Step, and step. Staying on that one leg. So, like I said, single leg standing. It's in a lot of balance classes. It's important. But what's more important is that you can move. If you can move in that momentum and hold it while you're doing that single leg stand, you are miles ahead. You are so much safer that way. All right. Harder one, we're going to go backwards. So, Denise, this is for you. Back and back. I told you I would look into it, and it's really is important. We got to get that backwards movement. So take small steps on this one. Don't take big ones. Don't worry about keeping that foot off the floor. Just be more concerned about, can you go backwards? Heel comes up first off the ball of the foot, coming down on the ball of the foot, and other leg. Chair's right there. Backwards is uncomfortable for a lot of people, which is why a lot of people fall backward and hit the back of their head. So keep going with it, as well as using multiple muscle groups that you would not otherwise use. All right, that's enough of that. I'm dizzy. I'm way dizzy. On we go. On we go. Something not quite so challenging. Clock toe taps. Out. To the side. Other side. Out. Out. Just tap the toe. Stay right here. Slowly bring it in. Step out. Slowly bring it back in again. If you can. Got your chair right next to you. You're going to bring step out. As you come back in, hold on that single leg. Stay. And back down. So now our momentum is side to side. Out. Pushing off. Coming in. We have to stop right here. Hold. And back down. Out to the other side. Step out. Lift. Bring it in. And down. Out. Feel the hips working to hold you in place on that single leg while you're bringing that other leg in. One more time. Each side. Out. Pick it up. Hold in the middle. Right here. 3 counts. And down. Other side. Out. 3, 2, 1. And down. All right. That wasn't so hard now, was it? Yes, it was. All right. Step out to the side. We're going to take and just pull the toe up off the floor. Hold with that wide stance. And then back down again. What we're working on is getting that leg to come up just a little bit and back down. So first, just pull the toe up. Feel comfortable here. Chair's right here. I needed it before. I'll need it again. Up. 3 counts, and back down. Now, if you can, toe up, leg up just a little bit, back in and down. Feel this hip working crazy. You need that strength in there to hold you over your base of support so you don't lean out to the side. Up, out, in and down. Don't go very far with that foot because you want that foot, that toe to be available to you at any time. And back down. Other side. Same thing. Start out, toe out, just bring it up off the floor, hold for a count or 3, and back down. Up. Whoa. When I switch sides, my brain is not there yet. 1, 2, 3. Up, toe off the floor, hold. So I'm still getting this on this side, still getting this, just picking that foot up off the floor, standing on one leg. Once you get that, then you can start bringing that foot up on the side. Inches and back down again. So it's toe up, leg up, hold, in and down. One more time. Toe up, leg up. I can't do it. In and down. Ooh, that was fun. Now, toe forward, tap, and back. We're giving the legs a break. Tap, 12 o'clock, and back, out to the side. Step at 3 o'clock, and bring it in, out, and in. I want you to feel how smooth you can get this. You've got that stationary leg, little bend of the knee. You're stepping back, touching lightly, ball of the foot, and bringing it back up again. Everything should feel totally fluid. All this motion should be not plopping the foot down and coming back. You don't want to shift all your weight out there. You want to stay back. You want to stay over your base of support. Out to the side and in. So you want that smooth movement where you are in control every step of the way. Out to the side and in, out. So as you're picking that foot up and bringing it back, single leg stand. Out and back, step it back and up. Other side, same thing. Tap forward and bring it back out to the side. And back in. Step back and up. So what should naturally happen for you is as you step out and to the side, your body should shift and you'll go right between your bases. Your base of support is both legs. You're going right between the two. Push off, your body automatically goes over that stationary leg. Forward, same thing. You move forward just a little bit and then you move back again. A little bit. You're always putting yourself in the best possible position you can be in to maintain standing so you do not fall. We're trying to prevent falls. Up and back. So once you get that, take your chair, grab on. We're going back to that first leg. Out to the front, to the side, and back. And around again, and bring it to the middle. Up. You don't have to go very far with it. Around. Tap the toe in the back. Get your balance again. Up. And forward. So, holding on to the chair. What you are doing is teaching the brain, this is upright. If my leg goes out here, this is where I stay. So we're not working on strength. We're not working on anything here but balance. Getting that brain to function, to get hardwired with where it needs to be when things are happening. Leg goes out to the side and back again. You're also strengthening up the muscles. Don't grab on, don't lean on the chair. What you're doing is very lightly touching it, just as much as you need, but still feeling that hip working. Up and back, tap the toe, and around. That is a lot of work on that hip. A lot. On that stationary leg. All right, other side. You ready? Grab onto the chair. Don't do this. Don't do that. You just fingertips up. Oh, having problems with that one. And around. Hold. And bring it back. So the whole time I'm doing this, I'm pulling my fingers off the chair just a little bit. But they're right there. And I can hold on to it. I can put that toe down at any time because it's only an inch off the floor. getting my balance at the start again, and back. So instead of just getting that leg to move around, concentrate on balancing. Again, this is all about balance. And back. Single leg stand. We're doing it, but we're doing it with a moving leg. Wow, that's a lot harder. It's a lot harder. And back. That's why you've got the chair right there. Forward and back. Relax the hips. Tell you what, let's go to seated. I got some exercises we can do from there. Grab a drink of water. We are 30 minutes into this. We have 15 minutes left. We are in phase 3. Phaser set to stun, Scotty. Go ahead and sit down. Hips deserve it. Hips have been working hard. So the first thing we're going to do, some pretty basic exercises here. Bring the heels up, working these calf muscles up. But the other thing to think about while you're doing this is not just the calf muscles, but it's also about keeping the ball of the foot on the floor all the way across, not putting the pressure into the toes. Toes are there, give you a little extra support, but for balance. And back down. But you're also getting those heels up as high as you can, pushing down into the balls of the feet, and back down. So feel these calf muscles working to lift that heel up. Feel the muscles working in the inside and the outside of the leg to keep that ball of the foot on the floor all the way across and back down. What we're teaching the body here, getting the muscles set up for, is alignment when you walk. The knees are right out in front. They're not coming together. Everything is lined up. Toes, ankles, knees, hips. And back down one more time. Bring it up. Hold it there. Does it hurt? And back down. Should feel like it's about ready to cramp up. Grab on. Back of the thigh. Shoulder blades are back. Come out to the edge of the chair as much as you can. Again, sitting back in the chair as far as you can get takes a lot of the work away, but you go back as far as you need to. But grab on underneath the thigh. Bring the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. And then just extend at the knee and back in. So as much as you're working this muscle right here, that quadriceps, you're also working on your posture, getting the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Notice that foot. Make sure it's coming right out directly from the knee, up, and back down. So you're not working just the quadriceps. You're working the muscles inside and outside the leg to maintain alignment and up. Squeeze it and back down. One more time. So make sure you're back here. Get your butt out to the edge of the chair. Roll the shoulder blades back, out, and back in, and down to the other side. Hip hinge here. Intertwine the fingers underneath the thigh, and then roll the shoulder blades back, bringing the leg with you. And from here we go. Out and in. Again, alignment. Look down. Knee, toe should be in alignment. Out and in. What likes to happen here is this. These muscles inside here are really tight, keeping that heel in, and then the toe just flops out to the outside. Want to work all the muscles. Balance. Same strength and same flexibility on the inside and the outside of the leg. All the muscles. Up and down. Keeps the knees straight. Keeps the hips straight. Saves on joints. Up. And back down one more time. Up. Hold. And back down. All right, let's stretch out a little bit. Single leg. I'm starting with my left leg. Your right, if I'm mirroring. Shoulders are back. Toes back. And hip hinge. Forward. Calf muscle. This is all calf. Calf. So do what you have to do to be able to feel this in the back of the lower leg, below the knee, to the heel, and down. So my hamstrings are super tight, and they're taking all of this right now. So I've got to find that place. There we go. Had to come out a little farther, lengthen the leg out just a little bit more, because my calf muscles were more tight than they usually are. The stretch was going there. I needed to do this a little differently. And then relax. Now we do the calves. Bring that leg back, a little more bend in the knee, relax the toe, and do a hip hinge. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out, and then find that spot. So I need it to extend just a little bit on that knee, letting the toe relax a little bit more, and coming forward, and I'm feeling this back of the thigh into the glutes. And push back up again. Other side, same thing. So any stretch is really up to you to make sure that you're hitting the right muscles. So we're looking for this muscle group in the back of the thigh. Bringing that toe back stretches those muscles out. And then to get just a little more to it, you lean forward just a little bit. Just a little bit. Down, down, down. Again, all you're looking for, calf muscles. And down. Toe back a little more. I had to extend the knee just a little bit more. And relax the toe. Go back into that hip hinge. If I can get this, there we go. And down. So I had to drop the knee quite a bit on this side. This side is a lot more stretched out, the right leg than the left leg. And push back up again to seated. We've got to get the outside of the hips. All of that lateral movement that we did, single leg stuff, goes into that outside of that hip. So what we want to do is make sure that those muscles get stretched out, because we contracted them hard. We kept them tight the whole time. But they really warmed up, so they're going to give us some good flexibility here. Ankle comes up the shin. Shoulder blades are back. Only come up as high as you need to feel the stretch in the outside of the hip. If you can't find it, move that knee around a little bit. Maybe too high. Don't feel it. If you feel this in the front of the hip, stop. You're too far into it. You have to really protect those hip flexors. They strain very easily. All you want is a stretch on the outside of the hip. It's nice deep breaths. Relax. As you exhale, see if you can get into it just a little bit more. And then bring it up. Other side, same thing. This is a great arthritis stretch. We have arthritis in the lower back. This is one of the recommended stretches for it. Getting these piriformis muscles to stretch out, not putting so much pressure on that lower back. If you can get these muscles to stretch out on the sides of the hip here, if they're tight, they like to pull the spine around those vertebrae. So we need to relax them, let them lengthen out, and let the muscles in the back do what they're supposed to do, not fight. And bring it back up again, feet apart. Staying with the lower body for the stretches because we did so much lower body strengthening. We're going to come down in between, push up, fall down in between the legs. Keep the shoulder blades back. Keep the elbows up so that you keep those shoulder blades back. You are looking down at the floor, straight down, not looking behind you, under the chair. Nope. Right down at the floor, keeping that neck straight. Inner thighs, and push back up again through the hands. Don't use the back. Arms underneath. Reach under the chair now. Again, you're looking right down at the floor, though. You are not looking behind you. Chin is not anywhere closer to the chest than it was before. Roll the shoulders to the floor, toward the floor. Feel the stretch in the upper back, through the lower back. Push up on the thighs, through the heel of the palm of the heel of the palm. This part right here, the bottom of the hand. All right. Shake it out. Grab onto the back of the chair. Roll the shoulder blades back. We're going to finish up with some upper body stretches. Just a couple. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is open. Deep breath in through the nose. Pushing the stomach out to get those lower lungs opened up. Get the diaphragm out of the way. And exhale, bringing the hands forward. Rolling the shoulders forward. Fantastic. Take the right hand. Put it behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades back. Only as far as you can get it. So what you want to make sure of is if you're having problems getting that arm behind the back, it doesn't have to go all the way. What you don't want to do is start rolling things around to try to get there. You want you to stay in neutral position, shoulders stay square, and bringing the hand behind. As you do this, we're going to bring the head down on the side, ear directly down to the shoulder, looking right straight out in front of you as you do it. If you do it right, you should only feel the stretch. It goes from the deltoids here, right below the shoulder socket, up through the trapezoids on the top of the neck, or on the top of the shoulders, up into the neck. And relax. But you have to stay in your upright position. Other side. Hand behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. And ear to shoulder. I found this addition to this ear to shoulder by putting the arm behind the back really gets that shoulder way more involved. And back up again. And the thing is, you don't have to reach way behind you or do anything crazy. It's just where you can get. You'll feel the stretch in the shoulder. That's all the farther you get. Then you go to the other side. You're going to feel that in there. All right. Hand across. Back of the hand to back of the hand if you want. We're going to roll the shoulders only. And then take the head and follow it around. Bring it around as far as you can. Looking out over that hand. Rolling the shoulders. And bring it back to center. Other side, same thing. Shoulders around. Turn the neck. Looking out over that hand. And bring it back. And drop that out. Shake it out. Little circles. Little circles with the shoulders. Back small. Really small. We're just trying to loosen them up. That's the only thing we're trying to do here. So, arms down. Underneath. Bring them up on the side. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is open. In through the nose. Push the stomach out. Feel the lungs open up. And exhale. So we breathe in through the nose because it's a small opening and it forces that air down deeper, just like on a hose. The smaller the hole is that the water comes out of, the harder it shoots. Same thing with the nose. In. Arms up, stomach out, and exhale through the mouth, bringing the arms down nice and slow. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't have to go all nuts here now. We're done. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you are feeling more relaxed than you were when you started. And I will see you on Wednesday.